Well, hello everybody. This is BugEater64, and we're sitting here with the AirfoilLabs Beech King 350. We'll get it out there. Anyway, we're going to be trying to do the flight I did earlier, or attempted to do with the L1011 TriStar. But we're going to do it with the 350 here. Now, we can't carry as many passengers, and we're going to be a lot slower. But the thing I want to do, this is kind of an introduction to this airplane, which was just very recently released, and I'm sure you as enthusiasts have seen quite a number of videos on this airplane. What I'm going to do here today primarily is we're going to go ahead and do the checklist. It's got a unique checklist system, and so let's go ahead and get to the airplane. And there we are. We're sitting at Vancouver International, and we're going to be going through the checklist for the aircraft, which includes a walk around. So let's go ahead, and this is the interior, you can see. We got all the locks and everything like that. So what we're going to do is, so let's go ahead and get this out, and we can start working on Monsieur Checklist. Okay. So let's start.
External power.
External power.
Off reset.
Okay.
Left engine intake and propeller exhaust covers.
Okay, we remove those.
Remove. Left wing air intake cover. Remove. Left pittock cover.
He says pitted instead of
Remove.
pedo.
Right pittock cover. Remove. Right wing air intake cover.
Let's go.
Remove. Right engine intake and propeller exhaust covers. Remove. GPU.
All right, we hook it up,
Connect. GPU panel.
and we press this button and actually start our ground power unit.
Start and on. Control locks.
And control locks. That's, oops.
Remove.
Thank you.
Parking brake.
Park and brake.
Set.
Okay,
Right sidewall circuit breaker panel.
checked.
Check. Alternate static air switch.
Check.
Guarded normal.
Yep.
Copilot's right subpanel.
Checked.
Check. Copilot's instrument panel.
Checked.
Check. Copilot's left subpanel switches.
Yeah, off. They're checked.
Set. Center pedestal.
And that's checked.
Check. Alternate gear extension handle. Stowed. Trim controls.
Set to 0.
Set 0. Power quadrant. Set. Center instrument panel and glare shield.
Checked.
Check. Overhead panel.
And that's all good. Checked.
Check. External power. 28 volts.
Yep.
Battery. 20 volts minimum. Pilot's instrument panel. Check. Pilot's right subpanel switches. Set. Pilot's left subpanel switches.
They're set.
Set. Fuel panel switches.
And they're all set right now.
Set. Left sidewall circuit breaker panel.
It's checked.
Check in. Battery switch. Confirm off.
It's off.
Battery bus switch.
It's normal. Set to emergency off.
Emergency off. Battery bus switch.
Set
Normal.
to normal.
Battery switch.
It's on.
On. Gen ties switch.
Gen ties.
Manual close. External power switch. On. Bus sense switch. Test. Bus sense switch. Reset normal. Gen ties switch. Open. Gen ties switch. Normal. Inverter switches. On. Number 1 inverter.
It's on. Oh, bus transfer.
Bus transfer. Number 1 inverter. On. Number 2 inverter. Off. Number 2 inverter. Bus transfer. Number 2 inverter. On. Avionics switch. On. EFIS power switches. On. Overhead panel master panel lights. As required. Emergency lights. As required. No smoking, fasten seatbelt switch.
The captain has turned on the seatbelt sign. Please return to your seat and fasten your seatbelt.
On. Annunciators.
Enunciators. All's looking good.
Test. Fuel quantity.
See if we can get this out of the way a little bit here. Okay, that way we can see everything. Fuel quantity is good.
Check main auxiliary test.
Done.
Fuel firewall valves.
Done.
Off. Fuel pressure annunciators. Illuminated. Crossfeed switch. Alternate left and right. Crossfeed annunciator. On in each position. Fuel pressure annunciators. Extinguished in each position. Crossfeed switch.
Crossfeeds
Off.
off.
Auxiliary fuel quantity. Fuel low level test. Oxygen pressure. Check. Oxygen mask.
Oxygen mask.
Remove. Oxygen mask. Oxygen flow. Check. Oxygen mask. Stowed. Gear handle lights.
Good.
Still blinking over there?
So everything's
Test.
good.
Hydraulic fluid sensor button.
Looking good. Okay.
Test. Engine fire extinguisher. Test. Hitch trim switch. Off, on. Pilot's trim switches. Activate. Trim disconnect switch. Push. Hitch trim switch. Off, on. Manual pitch trim. Takeoff position.
Okay.
Engage. Rudder boost switch. Yaw control test and release. Rudder boost, yaw control test switch. Rudder boost. Control yoke. Yeah.
Baggage area is secure.
Secure. Baggage light. As required. Left side cabin windows.
All look good.
Check. Flaps. Condition, asymmetry, flap tracks. Check. Aileron and tab. Check. Static wicks.
All look good.
Check. Lights.
They're good.
Check. Main fuel tank cap. Secure. Stall warning vane. Check.
Tie down.
Tie down.
We'll remove it.
Remove. Main fuel tank drain. Drain. Outboard de-ice boot. Check. Ice light.
Okay.
Check. Gravity line drain. Drain. Landing gear. Doors, tires, strut and wheel well. Check.
Look good.
Brakes.
Brakes.
Check.
Good shape.
Chocks.
Remove.
Strainer drain. Drain. Standby pump drain.
Okay.
Drain. Filter drain. Drain. Filter drain. Check. Engine oil. Check quantity, cap secure. Engine cowling, doors, and panels, left side.
Yeah, there's an engine in there, by golly.
Secure. Propeller. Check and rotate. Engine air intake. Clear. Exhaust stacks. Check for cracks, clear. Generator air intake.
Looks good.
Clear. Engine cowling, doors, and panels, right side.
They're secure. Okay.
Secure. Auxiliary fuel tank cap.
That's secure.
Secure. Auxiliary fuel tank drain.
Wow. We'll drain a little.
Drain. Lower antennas and panels.
All look good.
Secure. Windshield and wipers.
Those look good.
Check. Pivots left and right.
Pitos look good.
Clear.
And by the way, don't push on that.
Nose gear, shimmy damper, stop block, torque knee, strut and tire. Check.
All looks good.
Nose gear doors and wheel well. Check. Auxiliary fuel tank drain. Drain. Auxiliary fuel tank cap.
Good.
Secure. Engine cowling, doors, and panels, left side.
They're secure.
Secure. Engine oil. Check quantity, cap secure. Generator air intake. Clear.
Good. Yep.
Exhaust stacks.
Look good.
Check for cracks, clear. Engine air intake.
It's clear.
Clear. Propeller.
And we'll check this and rotate it.
Check and rotate. Engine cowling, doors, and panels, right side.
They're secure.
Secure. Ice light. Check. Filter drain. Drain. Standby pump drain. Drain. Strainer drain.
Do a lot of draining on this thing. It's a lot. A lot of checks.
Drain. Chocks.
Remove that.
Brakes. Check.
Good shape.
Landing gear. Doors, tires, strut and wheel well.
All looks good.
Check. Gravity line drain. Drain. Outboard de-ice boot.
And all
Check.
looks good.
Main fuel tank drain. Drain. Tie down. Remove. Main fuel tank cap.
Secure.
Lights.
They're good.
Check. Static wicks.
They're all good.
Check. Aileron and tab.
Looks
Check.
good.
Flaps. Condition, asymmetry, flap tracks. Check. Right side cabin windows. Check. Lower antennas and beacon. Check. Oxygen service access door. Secure. Static ports.
Clear, clear.
Clear. ELT antenna. Check. Tie down. Remove. Ventral fin and static wick. Check. VOR antennas right and left. Check. Rudder tab, stinger and static wicks. Check. Horizontal stabilizer, boots and static wicks. Right and left. Check. Elevator, tab, and static wicks. Check. Tabs in neutral position. Verify. Position light, tail floodlights, left and right.
Damn babies.
Check. Static ports. Clear. Aft compartment drain tubes. Clear. Relief tube. Clear. Drained fuel. Check. Pre-flight inspection. Complete.
Okay, so that's just the pre-flight. And that takes about, that's 30 minutes right there, just to get this bird pre-flighted there. So, let's go on and see about...
Right engine. Start. Right propeller area. Clear. Right ignition and engine start switch.
And
Ignition and engine start. Right condition lever. Low idle. Right ITT. Monitor. Right oil pressure. Check.
okay. So you can see just how long all this takes. I mean, we're 43 minutes and we're just now getting the engine started. Okay, with that, get rid of that. Okay, looks like we got 2 good engine starts.
Flight attendants, disarm doors.
Okay, so let's right, Jan. Okay, that's all good. Okay. Alrighty, so there we have it. As we sit in Vancouver getting ready to take off, as you can see, it took, to get engines running and to get to this point, we're talking 50 minutes. So for those of you that stuck with me through this and got to see what the checklist actually looks like, it's interactive, and you can have it where you do the whole thing without the assistance of the AI, or like mine is semi assistance, where he calls it out. We check some things, he'll check some things I have to check, or you can go with the full, where you just click on it and he'll run through the entire checklist while you just sit back and do nothing. It's your choice, but it's very interactive. As you can see, there's a lot of things going on here. The different states you can set up. You can actually pull up individual scenes. So that's our cabin altitude chamber, things like that. So lots of things to do. Start out cold and dark before taxi, before takeoff. So you can pretty much set it up any way you want to. So with that, next time you see me, we'll be actually starting this flight and heading for San Francisco. But for now, we're going to call it quits. Glad you stopped by. Sure enjoyed having you here. Hope this was informative. I know it wasn't very entertaining, so I'm not expecting a lot of love with this video. But I've just spent the 4 days rebuilding computer files, so please bear with me while I get back in the saddle. Anyway, have a great day, great weekend, and we will see you very soon. So until then, this is BugEater64, thanking you for coming along. Check out this new airplane, and we'll see you very, very soon. So long for now.